Hey you guys, it's me Simone and I'm the Zen Mommy and I help people with spiritual awakening and navigating their ascension. And I want to thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel and you find that you resonate with it, please remember to subscribe. And if you press the bell button down below, it will notify you of my next video. Today, I want to talk about conspiracy theories and creator God consciousness. And so I want to talk about this topic because right now we're being flooded with a lot of conspiracy theories. And these conspiracy as creator gods, these conspiracy theories can play a part in us creating or manifesting a certain reality for us. And so it's very important to understand our power when it comes to hearing different conspiracy theories or believing in them or, enforcing them in your life or whatever. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, and because hold on for 1 second. Okay, so sorry, I lost my train of thought. I had to pause for a second. My son is in the backyard with me. If he gets a little too noisy, I will, let him go back in the house. But anyways, I want to get back to creator God consciousness. So, in the beginning of my journey, I was coming out of religion. And, I was really confused about things. And I was confused about, spirituality. I started to awaken to this spirituality. And, I was kind of confused about the whole God concept because all my life I was taught that God was this outside entity, that he was, our savior and we were sinners and all of this stuff. And then I began to learn through my awakening, my spirit began to call me to see that we are creators, that we are God, we are of the one spirit. And then once I had an out-of-body experience and then I had an ayahuasca experience that confirmed it completely. Like I went out of body, I remembered everything. Like when I went out of body, I remembered my consciousness prior to this life. I remember all of the things that I'm creating and I'm evolved of. And it's not just this world is a small little bleep of what we are. And this is an experience. So I accepted that I was a God, that I was creating my reality. And I really dove into law of attraction because law of attraction is really us being creator gods. What we believe in, what we resonate, what we focus on, what our energy is on, is what manifests in our reality. So one of the things I want to say at this time, there's so much going on. There's so many things being said, with this illness that's going around. And, there's these conspiracy theories. Was it planned? Did another country do it? Did our country do it? Did technology do it? And is it a lie? It's all of these things. And I don't need to get into the details. You guys probably hear them daily. All you got to do is turn on your phone, turn on the YouTube, turn on the news, look at the Facebook feed. Everybody is buying in to every reason. Why is this happening? Okay? And so I took notes this time because sometimes I forget I have important points that I'm going to make sure I touch on videos. And I took notes this time for some of those points to make sure I get those out. Okay? So the first thing I want to say about listening to conspiracy theories. Okay, so we're creator gods, right? And our consciousness creates. But when we co-create, our collective consciousness makes an even more powerful shift. And so, first thing I have to say, if you not wish to remain in a negative world, don't enforce the negativity, okay? So, you hear a conspiracy theory, and you're like, oh man, you know what? I think it is that wireless technology. You know what? I think they did make that in the lab, right? So, technically what you're doing is you're enforcing it. Therefore, you're the creator God. Your energy is now shifted there. Now you're on a timeline where whatever you think is happening, let's just say it was planned for, it was purposely planned for, what is it called, gentrification, to control the population or whatever, right? So if you believe that, if you're resonating, if you're hearing this, you're talking about it, you're putting energy in it, you're shifting your vibration to that timeline where that is a possibility. And not only your vibration, see, the thing is, go to the next step. Let me see. Here it is. When you go to an extreme with the conspiracy theory, you assign the powers to do the things you're afraid of. You're giving them that ability. So basically, this is just confirming what I just said. You're assigning the power. Once you start to get involved with a conspiracy theory, you're saying, they're doing this. Let's just say they're doing this for population control. And now you're giving the power to, the government or whoever is behind population control, because you're starting to tap into that conspiracy theory. So now they have the power, right? They need that power. They need the power of the collective conscious to create, like, say there are souls that is trying to create some type of world domination thing, right? Long as you believe in it, you're giving them the power to create that, because you're a God. And not only they have you believing in it, they have the next person believing in it, and we're all gods. So we're collectively manifesting a reality for them that we probably didn't even want to be a part of. So that's why it's important to know this stuff when you're on this ascension journey as a creator God. And so, and I wanted to note, like, the people, like the news, the YouTube, the people who are talking about voicing out these conspiracy theories, or what they call the whistleblowers, who talk about the deep government conspiracies and stuff, they're the greatest advertisers for them. And the reason why is they make people believe that the government has the ability to do this type of thing, to have world domination, to enforce population control, right? So in a sense, they think that they're exposing them, but the truth is they're actually helping them in kind. They're getting the whole collective of people on their side to create a certain reality. And so let's see, okay, that was the last part. And so basically what I want to say is, you don't want to give them the power to create the reality. What you want to do, if you want to change the world, you got to change yourself. You want to do is you want to shift your reality to a parallel. You can shift your vibration to a parallel reality where none of that exists. Okay, and so the more you get involved with it, the more you resonate, you discuss, you talk about it with your friends. You put energy to it. You're actually help creating that timeline. See, if you're a creator God and you're on this ascension journey, if you're trying to get to 5D, the fifth dimension, see, this is a time where that's happening. This whole illness thing, this is about the planet ascending. And if you want to be a part of that ascension to 5D, you have to start thinking like a creator God and understanding that you are one. And understanding whatever you put your energy to, whatever you focus on, that's what you're going to create for your reality. And Storm, don't spray that. Don't spray my phone. Hold on, sorry about that. And so, sorry about that. Where was I at? Let's see. Vibration. Anyways, I think that I really covered all of it. I just wanted to, I was talking about the fifth dimension. Okay. The fifth dimension, see, when we shift into the fifth dimension, hold on. Sorry about that. So the fifth dimension is going to be a subtle shift. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to die and go to the fifth dimension, blah, blah. It doesn't necessarily happen like that. It's such a subtle shift. Like, you basically, every day you shift from timeline to timeline. You make decisions, you focus your energy, it puts you on certain timelines. So you shift from parallel reality to parallel reality. And then eventually you're going to shift into the 5D shift will be so subtle that you won't even know it right away. You won't even realize it right away. You just start to subtly notice that things are different. Every shift you make, you'll notice things. You'll see things like Mandela effects, right? And I'll do a video about Mandela. I did one before, but I think I need to do a new one. I'll do a video about Mandela effects. So you do subtle shifts, and you'll start to notice things change. You start to notice people aren't talking about that conspiracy theory people was worried about before. All of a sudden, that's blown out of the water. It's not even a possibility. Then you start to notice higher vibrational things on like maybe Netflix has more spiritual shows. Maybe every show is talking about some type of holistic spirit. See, these are subtle shifts in our reality. You just take note of the little changes around you and you'll see like the world is different. This isn't really the same world that I was in 5 years ago, right? If you think about it, 5, 10 years ago, what the world was then, you look at how many times you've shifted realities to get to the point you are right now. So if you're going to a 5D consciousness, if you're shifting your vibration, what you want to do is you want to not feed into the conspiracy theories. You're a creator God. So whatever you think about, you create for your reality. And what they think about, if they want to experience that, they can experience that without me. I'm cool. And so thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.